Hey, and welcome to another edition of Cookdella Quarantine. I'm Jason, and today we're going to do shrimp and cheesy grits. Yeah, I said it, shrimp and cheesy grits. Never done it before, but why not? Look, before we get started, some of y'all need to remember to just chill out. We're all in this together. Behave. Maybe this will remind somebody of how to behave. But I've also got something special. Now, one of the guys that really got me going into this, and he goes, "You've got something." I don't know if I do or don't, but I'm having fun. Justin Ezek, when I was in college, he graduated maybe a year before me. So I've got my first sponsor apron. I figure anybody that can believe in this crazy story, and he's a great insurance agent, give him a call. And we'll be right back. Now that I'm buckled up, I can get started. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got about a pound of shrimp here, and I'm going to season them. I found this stuff. This is North Carolina's own Texas Pete Dust. I love Texas Pete. Actually, the Texas Pete flavored pork rinds, if you can find them at Ollie's, they're awesome. So I'm just going to lightly season them, flip them over, and let it sit. We'll add a little bit more seasoning. All right, there we are. Now we're just going to let them sit. All right, so I've got North Carolina Moss's yellow grits. These are coarse corn. Yeah, coarse stone milled grits. If you can look in there, they're kind of, they're kind of big, to be honest. And that's everything that I've read. They said that's what you want to do. And I figured it's got to be NC. We'll give it a shot. I've got my handy dandy stock. I've got a tomato. I've got some Wright bacon, which honestly I've found to be the most consistently thick cut bacon there is. And some extra sharp New York cheddar cheese. So let's get started. Cup and a half of broth and a cup and a half of milk. And then we'll bring it to a slow boil. So your total should be 3 cups. We're going to take this, put it to a slow boil, add 3/4 of a cup of grits, bring it to a boil, simmer it covered for 25 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to do one of my favorite things, cook some bacon. All right, so if you can see, look how thick this bacon is. The consistency is pretty nice. It's a little expensive, but sometimes with bacon, you get what you pay for. So I'm going to cook up about 3 pieces of bacon here. And once that's done, it said to cook the shrimp in the bacon fat. So that ought to give it a very interesting flavor. So we'll see how this turns out. All right, now we've got a gentle boil. So now that we have a gentle boil, I've got my 3/4 cup stone milled North Carolina's own corn grits. Now, you're supposed to use 2 hands doing this, but I kind of have a difficulty doing it. So now that you just keep stirring it so it doesn't clump up, according to what I've read. According to the field manual. So once I get this to a full boil, we turn it down, cover it up, and cook it for 25 minutes. While I'm doing that, we're going to cook up the rest of our bacon. I'm going to shred some cheese. I'm going to cook some shrimp. And we're going to have some fun. Okay, so took the bacon pieces out. I've got a little bit of the leftover bacon fat. And now I'm going to put my shrimp in. This isn't North Carolina shrimp. If somebody wants to hook me up, you're more than welcome to. All right, so I've added the butter, I've added the salt and the pepper. Now it's my favorite time, cheese time. So we've got all the cheese, glorious cheese. That's my singing for the night. Now we just stir it up, let it melt, and then we'll add the rest of the goodness. So we've got our grits. What I did was I added the cheese, I added the salt, I added the pepper, and I added half a stick of butter. No, this is not a Paula Deen recipe. I probably should have used 2 sticks, but I'm just following off what it said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. My presentation is never the greatest, but I don't really care. All right. So we've got our nice bed of Yankee grits. Got some bacon here. Some shrimp. And it called for a little bit of tomato. Probably not that much tomato, but why not? We'll let it sit for a minute or two, come back and try it. All right, so got our tomato, got our cheesy grits, got some bacon in there, and got some shrimp. I wanted the tomato to get cooked up a little bit. It's pretty good. Grits are really The key, I think, is sharp cheddar cheese. We don't use American in this house. Hell, I don't even buy it. Sharp cheddar cheese. Let's get some shrimp and some grit. Shrimp is very flavorful. I didn't overdo it. The grits are very, I don't even know, it'd be a good side dish. Hey, the whole point of this was I did something that I've never done before. So remember, try something new, be kind, and be excellent to one another. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.